Hi everybody, Jo here again. How you doing? I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you had a lovely weekend. Anyway, I'm popping in today with a design that's relatively quick and easy to make. So I came up with this idea, and it includes a couple of our new stamps, plus the lovely pixie houses and one of our lovely stencils in the background. And it all starts with a B7 piece of card. So as you know, that's, I think, is it 5 inches by 3.5? I forget. Yes, 5 inches by 3.5. And I know you're really enjoying this smaller size of card, but it always amazes me, look, how much you can get on there. So don't worry if you think some of these stamps, the Faelorn Rest, look, it's quite a decent size stamp, but it is amazing how we can use it on a smaller piece of card. So I'll crack on. Any questions, you just ask. And you know what? I hope you've got a brew and a cheeky biscuit, or have you got a nice snack today? I'm trying to be good, but hey-ho. Nocturne. So I'm just using the black today. So again, if you haven't got a lot of supplies, this is just using the black. Although I have to say, this stamp is beautiful. I've used it a lot with my Fallen Leaves ink. But again, sometimes it just depends how I feel as to which colour I use. And I know I'm not alone. I know there's quite a few of you that are like that. Now, we're going to stamp this sort of in the bottom corner. And I just want to take my time. Oh, put a mark on there. Right, let's turn that over. Take my time just getting it straight. There we go. So in trouble with having the white copy paper underneath. Sometimes it confuses me, the white on white. Doesn't take a lot, does it? I'm just saying that before you do. I know you lot, you're cheeky. Right, we'll give that a good, and look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So much you can do with this. Now, at the top, think what you can sit on. You've got your rabbits, you've got fairies, so many things you can put on the top here. Now, I just need a random piece of copy paper. So I'm just going to tear one. Because I want to we've got this lovely welcome sign. And I'm thinking for a new home. I mean, it could be welcome if somebody's joining a new group, or, imagine if somebody's coming to your craft group, you could make them a welcome card. But I just want to mask this bit off now. I could make a mask, but do you know what? My torn piece of copy paper would be just as good. Now, the welcome sign you could put in the middle of the houses, or I've just put mine to one side. But again, totally up to you. So I'm going to stamp my larger. There's 3. Now, if you knew which house number, if this was new home card, you could add that. Now, because this undulates, I'm just going to use my copy paper because I just want the house to almost look behind. But don't worry, if you miss a little bit, we've got our lovely black fine liner. And as you know, it's the year of the black fine liner. Right, so I'm just going to put one at either side. So we'll add one there. And then we'll put the other one. We love our groupings, our odd numbers, don't we? So we'll just add one more. Again, I've got a little hill there, look. So I reckon that one can just fit nicely behind there. And I am being a perfectionist, but look, I'll show you. You know me, I always show you. There's a little bit missing there. So black fine liner. And my suggestion would be, if you need to do this, do little dots. Dots look better than lines. They won't almost show up as much. And I just want to make sure that's perfect. So all I want to do now is just add, that's the basis of the design, but I just want to add some little foliage. And as you know, I love the foliage set. There's this little stamp. And I'm going to stay with my black. And I'm just going to add some foliage at the base here. And using my copy paper again, I'm just going to add some foliage up the side here, look. So it just looks like it's growing up the side. Then I'll just turn it round And we'll add some same on this. And again, first and second generation. So I'll come in first and then I'll use that ink that's on there just to build up. And I just want a little bit more here, look, especially first generation. Now it's a bit uneven there. I mean, I don't want it symmetrical, but I just want to even it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. I do talk to myself. Now, because I'm going to be doing the stencil work, I want to give that a blot because I don't want it to smudge when I add the stencil work. So we'll give that a good blot. And I love, as you know, I love doing stencil work behind. And, you know, I think sometimes we forget about our stencils. Now, this beautiful one is Flourish. And I'm going to come in with Truffle in the Elements. And what I'm actually going to do first, before I use the stencil, is just gently with my brush, is fill in to give me a background, some background colour on our lovely tree stump here. Now, don't worry if it goes into the grass because my Mondeluz pencils will colour that. That'll be fine. And it just gives that starting point. Then I'm going to come in. Now, be mindful when you do this and think you don't want to go over this edge. So I'm thinking, I like that up there. Right, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to start down here with the darker colour and blending in the lid as I always do. And just either side. Start at the bottom whenever I ink up and then into this corner. And I don't want to go over that line there. Really important. So come as far as that, but don't go over it. Tell myself, I have to keep talking to myself, don't go over that line. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, that's plenty. Now that I'm going to leave, give that a spritz and put that in my journal. But look how you've got that lovely background. So to add some colour, Mondeluz pencils, and I've only got 4, look. I've got number 2, 22, 31 and 27. I always feel like a bingo caller when I'm telling you the numbers. So little bit of, you know me, bit of cheats colouring. Just going to do the yellow first in the windows, just so it looks like there's somebody in. And then on the grass, the dark green. And I'm just going to add that. Now, you lovely crafters will take longer. I'm just doing, I know you don't want to watch me colouring in. Although I have to say I've had some lovely messages recently. And I'm amazed that you actually love watching colouring in. Now, you know me, the darker colour first, and then the lighter colour, and then blending over that darker edge so it blends nicely. So that's the lovely green. And then here, look, what we'll do is again add the dark green at either side and just there. And again, to give that illusion, we'll use the darker green. And it's just using the 2 colours together to give, and again, it's a very quick. Now, it might be you want to spend a lovely afternoon adding lots of beautiful colour to this. I know our lovely Mona will. But this is for those of you. And that's what I love about Lavinia, you know. If you want to spend all day adding fabulous colour, Mona is the expert, the one to watch. I love watching her. Me, I'm afraid it's about a bit of quick colour. But that's what I love. We're all different and it's good to have choices. Now it might be, again, it changes. Might be some days you've got time to add lots of colour, other days you don't. So I'm just now highlighting and then adding a bit of shade. And as I say, just with literally these few pencils. And then I'm just going to come in. We've got that basis with the brown. So I can just add some shade, look. And I love the way this works. Look at these steps. Imagine who's going to walk up the steps. When we first got the stamps, I mean, I was just, you know, do we sit the bear on the top? Do we sit a fairy on the top? I was looking through all my stamps, and I'm sure you'll be the same, and just be deciding who you're going to sit on top, or who's going to climb up the steps. The cheeky mice, you know, you always need a little cheeky mouse. Now, I'm just doing the sign in browns and yellows just to match the whole design. So I've added some yellow first, then come in with the brown, and then I'm just going to neaten it up a little bit. And I'm just doing circular motions, just so it blends beautifully. And then finally, I'll come back with the yellow and just blend that over the brown so it blends really well. And I'm just going to add a little bit of green there. And then just add a little bit of yellow to the top bit, just to give that idea of highlight, but also just to bring those colours in. And as you notice, I'm just leaning on my kitchen roll. And basically that's it. The only thing we've got left to do is add some lovely highlights. So the white, check it's working. I better wipe that up. Whenever you check it's working, remember to wipe it up, or you'll be like me and have white everywhere. So we'll just add a little bit on the roof and just down the side, in the windows. And again, it's up to you with your highlights, how many you want to add. I mean, again, I tend not to go too mad, but I think it makes all the difference, just those lovely little white highlights. Maybe just a little down this side again. Tracy's shown us, look, she's put the darker side. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Down the dark side. With the flowers, you could add any colour you want. I've gone for my yellow Posca just because I've got yellow in the sign and yellow around the door. But I'm thinking, if you wanted this, if you knew they'd got some lovely, if it was sort of summer and there's lots of pinks in the garden, or reds or blues, you could just add some dots for the flowers for whichever colour. And I'm just doing this to make it look like we've got those lovely flowers growing up as they do. Now, I haven't had any glitter, but again, if you want to add some glitter, maybe we could have just some up the side of the door there, look. See, who's going to live there? And I think that's got so much on there with your little welcome. And just doing that background with the ink is a very quick way of adding that colour. So if you haven't got the time, but as I say, it might be that you want to add more depth and use more of your pencils and add more shade. But I think the stamp has got so much detail, it's fabulous. This does look like hair to me though. Does look like a fringe, or is it just me? You know, I was dying to draw some eyes here, but don't worry, Tracy, I won't. But just saying, that does remind me of a little fringe. So I hope that's given you an idea, and you've got a good excuse now. You need to buy this stamp so you can make that new home card. So thank you very much for popping in. Sorry, excuse me. I'm off now. You know what for? Yeah, I'm going to go make that coffee. So have a lovely evening. Take very good care of yourselves. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.